Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome, Gerald. I'm so happy to be with you again.
I'm thrilled to be invited back. Thank you.
You'll always be invited back. Don't be silly.
Aw.
This is not. This is not the kind of show where I'm going to say no to a guest. Okay. Um, we have Nightbot working today, so if you have a that's what I forgot as usual. And
So there you go. Exclamation point, no space, JOIN, and then a space, and then your question of 100 characters or less. You're welcome, Delphi.
I want to say hi to all the people that are here. Wow, we've got a real crowd today. Annie Bear, mwah, hello, girl. Hi, Leah. Hi, Teresa. Teresa was the first in when I came in at 1:30. She was here.
Wow.
I know, blew my mind. So hi, Teresa, and welcome. And yes, you can ask a question. And let's see who else. Annie Bear. I said Annie Bear, Leah. I guess this whole chat is just Annie Bear and Leah. Oh, and here's Delphi. We already said hi. Diane Gee.
Delphi, yep.
She of the really amazing questions. Hi. I'm looking forward to what you've got for us today. Let me tell you. Teresa says she can't stay for the whole show. She's got to go and make supper. Well, I get that.
You might have to open the questions. You have to open the questions.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I'm just going through. Harley's here. And I have to open the queue. Okay, the queue is now open. Sorry, Addie. The queue is now open. I'm going to set today's question limit is 12.
Leah, okay. Go ahead and type your question in again as well. 100 characters or less.
Addie, but I think we'll start. Teresa is going to have to leave shortly, so I think we'll start with hers because she put hers in like way before the cameras even went on. Okay. But before we do that, I want to read the prayer of protection and the key, and then we can all open ourselves. You too. We are surrounded by the pure white light of divine source. We ask Archangel Michael to protect and guide us, and we call forth all of our angels, guides, beings of light, and Akashic Records masters to assist us now to receive information of the highest truth, highest frequency of light and love, allowing us to receive exactly what we need for our greatest good and the greatest good of humanity. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We open ourselves to the light, and with this light, we open ourselves to our truth. And with this light, we open ourselves to our soul's purpose. And with this light, we open ourselves to be guided towards our highest good and the highest good of all in divine love. And so the group here present, those who will join us later on, and those who will watch in the future, are given the truth to best serve them on their healing journey into the love and acceptance that is most beneficial for them in this moment. Okay, and I'm going to read silently for a second. And with this light and guidance, we unlock the energy field of this group to receive the records of their souls. Oh. Happy Beltane. Before we get started on the questions, happy Beltane.
Thank you. Beltane was yesterday, celebrated in the Northern Hemisphere. And Beltane is a holiday. It's a cross-quarter holiday for those who study, who practice related to the cycles of the earth. And Beltane is it's about things that are, it's about fertility, because this is when we're getting ready to plant. And all things, related to creativity, fertility, growing. It's also about love. It's about sensuality. It is about passion. It's also about union, visions, warmth, youth, and really, it's a great time of inspiration. So I think this is one of those things that think about what has been inspiring to you, what inspires you. That's really exciting, because this is the perfect time of the year in the Northern Hemisphere to do it. In the Southern Hemisphere, they just celebrated Samhain, so which is the veil is also thin.
Yeah.
But we're looking to the past. Beltane, the veil is thin, and we're looking to the future. So it's really very exciting. Very, very exciting. I've been love music and dancing. Yes.
Yeah. Um, this is a good time for music and dancing.
Even Wanda agrees.
She's my inspiration. I'm actually starting to think she actually is a familiar,
Mm-hmm.
because she's really, really likes being around when I'm reading or when I'm
Sure.
meditating. She just, yeah. So,
I love that.
yeah, she's
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
either that or she wants more almonds
Or both.
or
Oh,
both.
she
Yeah,
just
who knows?
snorted.
Sorry, I told you I'd do it on screen too. Uh, okay, so inspiration. Well, I'm inspired to start with Teresa's question because
Okay.
Teresa, I just want to say that I was in Sherry's chat this morning when she confirmed that you were a watcher, and I gotta confess, this is like completely unfamiliar to me. I do not know what watcher is, or watcher of the worlds, as was defined earlier today. And I mean, we're going to do our best, Gerald and I, because we don't know any better,
Mhm.
and that's how we do things. Um, but I would like to suggest to you that you get a private reading with Sherry, um, and um, and just because she seemed to have a real good handle on it, and I'm not sure that I'll be able to do that, just because I'm.
Annie
Yeah.
Annie Bear typed in chat, Guardians of the Earth.
Guardians of the Earth. Well, Annie Bear,
So
that's what you are. Well, except you're like a big, huge monster guardian. Well, not a monster, but you're like a gigantic guardian.
mhm.
Um,
Stone stories held by the stars. So
Stone
yeah.
stories. Okay, see, I'm not familiar with any of that. Sorry. Okay, but we'll do our best. I see you shuffling.
Of course I'm shuffling. Um, Garnet, you need to type in exclamation point, join, and then a space, and then your question to be added to the queue.
Yeah, giant bear, Annie Bear. Yeah, Garnet. Nightbot's on duty, so just follow the instructions on the banner at the bottom of the page, or Gerald's instructions. They are identical. And mods, if you could please help people that are having difficulties with this, um, um, that would be really helpful.
So Teresa, one of the things that I'm experiencing as I look at your question and I connect with you and your energies, there have been times when you were connected to the earth very directly. Um, Maybe in a past life you were a miner. You may have actually um, okay, I'll say that. You may actually have been um, a groundskeeper in a sense, or also a words. Thank you. working in a cemetery, to where this is to where you've had this connection to the earth. You have a tendency to, I actually have a picture of you, Teresa, putting your hands on the ground, and you can tell, you could tell the like which direction people were coming from. There was this sense of you had this, like your hands were megaphones for what was going on in the land. So and so I'm also wondering if I I'm also feeling, if you were a watcher, I think this is one of those things that you could definitely, perhaps a scout, yes, could be hypnicity. But this is also about knowing, it's almost like leading the way, sort of scout, and relating them stories of the earth. So that's what I'm getting a sense of. There's some, because I got, you also may have been doing this, you may have been an outsider, and this happened. You knew where to, it could have actually, I don't know, it could have been part of the healing modality that you had. You paid attention to the environment, so you knew where to go for herbs, for healing medications, for healing herbs. So Teresa, that's what I have for right now. So,
And oddly enough, Teresa, I get a lifetime as a shaman. Um, and I see mountains in the background, so Pacific Northwest I'm getting. At least that's what I think. It could be South America too. I'm so ignorant. Yeah, a lifetime as a shaman where you literally were the guardian of the tribe's lands or their territory, and protected it, and helped heal it, and helped look after it. I'm it's it oh And I see like a chain of a string of pearls with little pictures from different life. Like each pearl is a a photo from a different lifetime, and the ones that have to do with the land are popping up. So many lifetimes, Teresa, you've been connected to nurturing the land and protecting it and this is all around the world. This isn't just like one place, or isn't just North America. You've done this the hell and gone all over the place. But yes. So
may I tack on to something that you said?
yeah, sure.
So I also think that there were lifetimes where you were a shaman in training, and there were times when for some reason you weren't able to complete the training. However, there there was a sense of ancestral connection with it, Teresa.
Yeah.
I think it's very much it's in your lineage. You come from it from it's in your lineage. So that's also what I have.
Yeah, this is definitely something that you have. This isn't new to you, okay? This isn't. This isn't your first rodeo.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry I couldn't give you more details as to where the indigenous life was. I just I need more knowledge. I am ignorant about about historical, indigenous historical, how costume, for want of a better word, which it's not the right word, regalia maybe, and so on. So I need to get more knowledge so that I can recognize it when I see it.
I would
So,
also say perhaps this can be an inspiration to encourage them to do their research and for them to find the connection. We're talking about Beltane and that
yeah.
inspiration. Nothing like, nothing like somebody who is inspired to learn some new things. I think that's incredible. I love that. So
Thanks, Gerald. That sounds
you're
pretty
welcome.
good to me. I hope that helps you, Teresa. And don't hesitate to get further readings from Sherry, or because she was the one who brought this up. If that, yeah. Mm.
Yeah.
I just got too many things going through my head right now. Sorry, I'll shut up. Next person. Well, Nightbot.
I show up so you don't shut up.
uh, Next person in the queue is Leah. May I ask who, when, or where my red dirt people are? Okay, I'm baffled. I have no idea what that means. Is that like, okay, so the only places I know about red dirt are Australia and Prince Edward Island and Georgia. So I have no context whatsoever for this question. So,
How about we just visit the records and see what
how
comes
about we
up?
just check? Yeah.
Yeah.
Whew. Who, when, or where red dirt people are.
I'm actually thinking it wasn't too long ago, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm getting the last couple hundred years.
Yeah.
Not before that. This isn't like prehistory or anything. This isn't BCE. This isn't. Yeah, this is pretty recent. Certainly. I don't know. I'm getting a strong draw to North America. Australia's just disappeared off the map in my head.
I am wondering if Leah, if this might be off-planet influences for
Now.
the red dirt,
Well, now, okay, let's find out.
because there's whatever it is Leah. It just feels the vibration level is different than those around. So it's a separate vibration. Go ahead, Linda.
Yeah, I've got a splitting headache that just turned into the most incredible, like, hot tingle sparklies on top of my head. So yeah, this isn't confirming this is not planet Earth. It's a whole different dimension.
Yeah, and
Or
Leah
or
was like,
planet.
yeah. Leah had said, JJ said I was an Egyptian queen or an archetype. I think so, because the energy is different around the red dirt people. So it feels different. It could certainly be in places on planet Earth where there's vortexes or different energy level. So, and your question is may I ask who, when, or where my red dirt people are?
Not here, honey.
So
Yeah, not here. Although there are, wait. There are some of them here. Some of them are here. But they're here. like as the same way you are, like as human beings in their current incarnation, but they have spent time on that same planet as you. Yeah, you might know one or two. I'm not sure.
I'm also wondering if Leah, there's think of Red like Red Rock Canyon, Arizona, where there's
Yeah.
also where I would be very curious if Leah, if you go and look and start to get this sense of connection and be curious about that, because the my Akashic Records masters are actually saying we need people to get inspired and doing a lot of their own work and taking what is said, because some of the best chatters are encouraging and offering some suggestions. You feel like yeah, and boy, those clowns, the sacred clowns, are really, really strong and extremely powerful. So
Wow.
that certainly could be.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I just feel a rush of confirmation for everything that Gerald's just said.
And it's really warm. I had the pleasure of having a reading done by Sacred Clown. I think she was Lakota, and really, really powerful. And it's like, holy mackerel, the energy and the strength that is involved. It's truly incredible.
Yeah.
So probably some of the most underrated individuals. So.
Joyful Journeys here. Amanda Carroll's here. Hi, you guys. Viviani, yay, bestie. Hi, Imelda, Nivra's here. I was so sorry to hear your news, Nivra. I hope everything turns out well. Leah, yes, they do channel the Thunderbird, don't they?
That's incredible.
And Lori Hunsinger, hi, Lori. She says the red, okay, I'm going to put this up because this is interesting. She says, oh, come on. The red dirt people made me think of the Hopi lands and the three mesas. The blue light surges hit in November. The land is in Arizona. Well, there you go. Start looking in Arizona, Leah.
Mm-hmm.
Nivra, stick around because we'll be doing a healing at the end of this, okay? And I will include you.
Nice.
Obviously, I'll include everybody in the group, but
and I did see Twisted Sushi come in.
Oh, is Twisted Sushi here? Hi, Mama.
Yep. Mama Sushi.
Oh, Lisa Niedermeyer. Hi, Lisa. I'm just waiting for Nightbot here with the next question. Harley, advice on bringing good outcomes on situations directly or indirectly surrounding me, and advice on money. Follow your heart. It's very clear, like loud. I didn't even get pictures, just words. Follow your heart. Do what you know or what you believe is the right thing in all the situations that you face. Yeah, that's all I've got. How about you, Gerald?
Well, I'm thinking, as I'm looking at this, Harley, part of what I'm feeling is, it goes to what you said. I'm seeing them going like this, making sure that your mouth and your heart, your throat chakra is speaking what you need, but they're also, things need to be lined up carefully. because what you say and what you do manifest things. If what you are thinking, Harley, I would say you probably do not realize how impactful your thoughts are. Your thoughts are extremely powerful. It creates magic. I think most of the people in the chat would agree with you that
I
what
certainly
we
do.
say and what we think and what we say out loud, it's speaking a spell. And so beautifully pay attention to that. So
If you go in with the intention of doing the right thing for all of humanity, for yourself and the other people involved, and then follow the guidance you get, that should do it. And the same applies to money.
yeah.
The same thing applies to money, is to rely on trust. I'm hearing trust.
Mm-hmm.
For some odd reason, Harley, I usually get lots of pictures, but for some reason today, for this question, I'm just getting words, and I don't know if that's significant to you or not. I'm just sharing that with you because it's unusual. But trust, and trust in what? Come on. Trust in yourself and trust. Okay. Trust in yourself and trust that the support and the guidance is around you when you need it. Just ask for it. It's there. Surrender to the love that is around you. Surrender to the support that is around you. It's there. You have no need to worry. Your path is set. Your path is safe. Step on it.
So I'm also getting the nudge to one of the things that Annie Bear has been doing on their community page is posting pictures of clouds and doing the cloud readings. So I would certainly, I mean, they're pointing at this, and it's just like going, pay attention to the clouds and what the heavens are saying. So I don't know if Annie Bear is still here, but that has
Yes,
just been one of those things that it's like, okay, here you go. I'm going to suggest this because she does it very consistently and it's beautiful.
yeah.
So
Yeah. I love those. I love those pictures.
mm-hmm.
A few other people have joined the chat, and I just want to say hello. Aaron O'Nugent, T. Lynn. I think that's, if I missed you, I'm so sorry. I mean, half the time my eyes are closed, so that's my excuse.
Okay. That's why you have Nightbot.
That's why I have Nightbot, and because it's interesting. Hypnicity says symbology is huge for her recently. Isn't that interesting? Because guess what? Yeah, I've got symbols showing up that I think are significant, but I don't know what the heck they are. Anyway, okay, next we have hypnicity. Can I have a message for May? Well, sure you can, honey. I'm sounding like I'm from Georgia myself now.
No, you're not. I'm not allowed to give you a message. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No messages for you.
No.
Okay.
I actually think, this is interesting, hypnicity. There's this clarity of you've been working really hard at fine-tuning some of your things, and some of your things. They're not letting me get off with saying some of your things. You've been paying very close attention to your skills, and you're developing your skills. What's really important for you is now in May, start trusting those skills. Start trusting those skills, because this is one of those things where You have important things to say. You have important things to do, and now it's an opportunity for you to lean into the uncomfortableness of trying to do it in your way and just start doing it. So that's actually that's a pretty cool message. Start doing it. I mean, and we're only in day 2. Be inspired. Do something every day that allows you to. I'm diving into automatic writing and better understanding of tarot. Great. Then absolutely keep doing that. So I think hypnicity, I think that's exciting. Keep doing it, and don't try to. You don't have to bring anything new, because it's sort of like, don't overwhelm yourself. Just start to use it and to start to allow that energy. It's interesting. I'm seeing that energy weaving in to who you are instead of trying to ask more questions or to learn new things. So there you go.
Hypnicity, I get that you have been getting a ton of information. I don't know, you want to call them downloads, uploads, upgrades, whatever, but you've been getting a ton of information very recently, like in the past month, much faster and much more volume than previously. And yes, the inspiration is to get out and do it, and to trust, again, trust that you have what it takes, that you have the support that you need around you, and that you can rely on that without fail. There is no need to hold back. In fact, holding back is damaging. Holding back will do you harm. There's no need to hold back. There's no necessity for it. Take the bushel off your candle, off your light, and shine. And yeah, it's going to be scary. And yeah, it's going to be not much fun maybe sometimes, because it's a scary thing to do something different like that. But you got to do it. It's critical that you do it. I'm getting that it's critical that you do this step for your growth.
I'm also hypnicity. I think Nalani, if this is what I'm hearing, with all of the things that you've been through, actually allowing your light to shine a little bit is nothing compared to the other stuff that you've been able to accomplish.
And you will find that out. It's really terrifying that you will find that out. Yes. Yeah. Fanthorpe for you, hypnicity.
There you go.
Get out there.
And by the way, we're meaning get out there. We're not saying you have to get a whole huge parade and megaphones or anything like that. Just go out and be present, and be willing to be in who you are. So, there you go.
Yeah. Hypnicity says, this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Yeah, that's exactly what was
oh yeah,
flitting through my head when I got the image of the basket coming off of the candle. Carl, hi, and T-Lynn, hi. Carl, questions are closed now. We've had to close the question because we have lots. And we had a limit of 12, so we're so yeah, that's your message for May, hypnicity. I hope that helps.
I would also encourage people to continue to listen, because sometimes the messages that come in from somebody else's question resonate with you, and that still counts. Absolutely. Oh, and Tom Early Ritual is here. Hi, Tom.
Hey, Tom. Hi. And Jackie Jacaranda. Hi, Jackie.
Ooh.
And let's see. Oops, there was somebody else. Oh, I guess it was Tom. Okay. Okay, the next person in the queue is Nivra. Guidance from May. Inspiration. I just arbitrarily was told to change the word guidance for inspiration for May.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, Gerald. I'll go first this time if you don't mind.
Go for it. I was just like going, I love that.
Yeah. So Nivra, your inspiration for May is trust. So your homework is going to be they're assigning homework. Your homework is identifying situations of trust in your life, in your spiritual life, as well as in your physical life. Yeah. And sorry. Trust about relationships, trust about what? Trust about what? Trust about the future. Trust about the future. Looking at sorry, go ahead.
Trust about your ability to handle things. You are really, really hard on yourself. I'm feeling a weight on my shoulders is what I'm feeling. And there's a lightness that needs to happen. And so I mean, you're giving homework. They're suggesting that maybe you do a little dusting metaphysically and spiritually. Dust away some of the stuff that is weighing you down. And I'm getting this image of you very carefully saying, thank you for what you've done, and then brush it off. It's this sense of allowing to. Oh, they're actually telling you to sit up straight, to stand up straight. Yeah, and make sure that all of your chakras are aligned, because you have this ability. But there's gunk that is preventing it from happening. And I just weaseled my way into your reading. So
no. This is supposed to be a back and forth. This isn't supposed to be,
because that's how we roll.
May I speak, teacher? No, we're not doing that. Not doing that here. Sorry, this ain't the space for that stuff. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it if that's how you want to do stuff. Yeah. Not here.
Not with the two of us.
Absolutely not. Yeah. Nivra, the other thing that I want to tell you is you need to have more fun. You need to have more fun. I don't know what fun is for you. For me, it's reading. And I mean reading books as well as reading the records. And I don't know, so I don't know what brings you joy. I don't know any of that. If you're an artist, go and paint, but just have some fun. I have an image. I see this like a park, and you're just hum, like Elmer Fudd, with his shotgun over. But you're not off to shoot or anything. But you know how he walks through the park, just all, Yeah, that's you, Nivra. You go have fun, and you do something that's fun, and have a party with your friends, and, laugh your ass off, have a great time. You need to do that frequently. Frequency. Because that will change your frequency. The laughter
Mm,
changes your frequency. So go laugh, have a good time. It'll uplift you. It will change your frequency.
yes,
All of which is important for you in May.
yes. That's beautiful.
So that's your
And
inspiration for May now. Oh, sorry. Go ahead,
yeah,
Gerald.
no, and I think you sharing the laughter will also help other people's vibrations adjust.
Anytime there's laughter, vibration raises for the whole group, right?
Mhm. Yes.
That was my excuse for being the class clown. Hi,
I've, I've
Sonia.
I've never been a class clown.
No, I always was. I sat in the back and just went.
Well, as we talked about last time, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. I hope that helps, Nivra, and I wish you the best. I
Mhm.
honestly think that that's really good advice. I mean, you know the rest about eating and all the rest of it, so I'm not even going to go into that. You already know that. What is it, baby? You want me to say that? I wish I spoke parrot. Okay. Next we have, oh, Diane. I feel like I am a new earth soul. How can I best support original earth souls? Oh. Whoa. Okay, so let's define our terms. First of all, a new earth soul to me is someone who's not been to earth before. Is that how you understand it, Gerald?
That's what it simply, yes, that's what it comes across to me.
Okay, so in your case, Diane, I absolutely know for a fact that you've had at least 20 lives on planet Earth. You're not new at all. Well, not in that sense anyway. Like you may not have had 500 lives, but like, so what? You're not new. And really, really, the best support you can give other people is by supporting yourself. I know that sounds contradictory and counterintuitive and selfish and all those things that people want to say about looking after yourself, but no, your best way forward is looking after yourself. Everything else falls into place. This is true for everybody. This isn't just for Diane. So all of you guys listen.
Yeah.
This isn't true just for Diane. The best way forward is looking after yourself and doing what's right for you.
Yep.
That makes everything fall into place for how you want to support the people around you, how you want to show up for other people in your life, how you want to follow your path, how you want to develop your intuition, your spiritual qualities, whatever it is that you want to do. Number one is look after yourself. Always. Yes. And she knows all about looking after herself.
Well, yeah, and I think one of the things is um, what Linda said is right, because that's the message that I was getting. What you can do to support original Earth souls is to be your most authentic self wholeheartedly, and to keep following your inspiration and following it through.
Yeah.
So this is
Yeah.
the very clear message. That's a clear message for everybody. If you follow your intuition and what inspires you, it's an important aspect of being authentic, because that authenticity really helps the vibration of everyone.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It uplifts everyone, and being authentic means that you have a connection to your soul,
yep.
and therefore the connection to divine source, therefore all of the bounties, all of the love, all
Yep.
of the everything that comes from source flows straight through you. So, and from you through everybody around you.
Yes.
So you can be a saint. Many of us are, and we don't know it, because we don't.
There's a lot to be said about you following your inspiration and you encouraging other people to follow their inspiration. I'm also getting a feeling, Diane G, you may be a connector, somebody who connects people to other people. So this is part of what I'm seeing is the records that I'm looking at. There's this sense of you giving other people connection, which is an important aspect.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, putting people in touch with what they need. That's pretty cool.
Definitely.
Okay.
Thank you, Diane. That's great.
Yeah, she comes up with the best questions, honestly. People are talking about singing and dancing. Yes.
Singing and dancing is good.
Nature and laughter. Yes. Awesome. Love you guys. You guys are so great. I love you so much. You have no idea. Okay, next we have a light worker. Hi, light worker. Should I get research funding instead of applying for jobs?
The first thing that I got is you should be doing both, because you need to make sure that all of the options are covered, is what I heard. Because what's interesting is a job may lead to research funding, or research funding may lead to a job. There's this sort of this lemniscate between those two on my screen. Research funding and applying for jobs, it's going this way. So a light worker, I think that's a really interesting question, but I'm feeling doing both would be very, very helpful. So
I'm hearing whatever you want, because my masters are just saying decide and go for it. I think Gerald had a more accurate reading on it than me, because my masters don't really care what you do as long as you're growing spiritually. So yeah, I'm sorry, I don't have anything for you.
Yeah, it's a really clear image that's going on my screen, because I was like,
and maybe that's what it means, is do whatever, start with one end or the other, or do, start with one will lead to another. Well, maybe that's what it means, and so you can pick whichever one you want to start with, I guess, or do both at the same time. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's
I mean, and basically looking for a job and looking for research funding, that's basically 2 full-time jobs. I get it.
No, I guess it's a lot. I don't know anything about research funding, so don't ask me.
So
I hope that helps, light worker. Oh, Fiona's here. Hi, Fiona.
Hello, Fiona.
Where are we? She wants to know. She says she's cute and beautiful. Yeah, you don't have to live with her. How old is she? She's 20. She just turned 20 a month ago. Aaron, a May message for you. Oh, everybody wants inspiration for May.
Hey, you're welcome, a light worker. Yeah, let us know how it goes.
Yeah. Keep us updated, light worker. And I saw Addie earlier asking if we had her question, and I will let me find out if we have her question. Okay. Nightbot will tell me. Oh, and Hypnicity was asking about the birds in the background. Those are my spirit budgies. Okay, so Addie, you'll be next. Here's who's in the queue: Addie, Garnet, Imelda, and Lisa. and of course Aaron, who's like next. Um, and I was going somewhere before I read that. Oh yeah. Hypnicity was asking about the budgies. The budgies are Gerald and Richie. They're two female budgies. They are indeed Gerald and Richie, and they were given to me by Spirit. I guess over 14 months ago, and
like that,
yeah, something like that. And March last year, and yeah, they fly freely around the house because I feel like it, and they enjoy it, and they don't bother me, and so no, the budgies don't have fans to pop. They're my flighted attendants.
There you go.
Okay, so Aaron
would like an inspiration for May.
You're another one who needs more fun in her life, Aaron. You need to lighten up. On a lot of levels, you need to lighten up. You need to lighten up spiritually and physically. So I don't know if you've got stuff like me, if you got stuff to get rid of, but you need, and like I have a bunch of clutter. So I don't know if that's what they mean or what, but you need to lighten up on all levels of your life. You're growing. You're growing into a different level. And you need to prepare for that. You need to get rid of the stuff you don't need and prepare for the stuff that's coming in. And I hear big surprises. I don't know what that means. Big surprises when, guys? Gentlemen and ladies. Big surprises soon. Big surprises next 3 months. Next 3 months, big surprise. They don't want to get any more precise than that, I guess, but you need to get ready for it. So get rid of what you don't, get rid of what no longer serves you spiritually as well. Make conscious kind of like what the old beliefs say, I used to believe that this was true, but I don't believe that anymore. And I let it go. Like for me, part of my process was, and I'm just sharing this randomly, I used to believe in hell. I do not believe in hell anymore. I let it go. That whole idea of punishment, spiritual punishment, I let it go. There is no spiritual punishment. That does not exist. Okay. And that's your inspiration for me. That's it, Aaron. I hope that helps.
That's beautiful, because Aaron said, just did a massive purge. A special chair caught fire yesterday, so it's gone too. And
oh, wow.
So I think, and you said you're feeling defeated constantly. Here's the thing. Look at me, I'm pointing. That's always a bad sign, because
pointing at you, Aaron.
There needs to be a bit more laughter and in your life. And when you feel defeated, I would encourage you to pick up that defeat, hold it, and then get it a giggling, tickle it, do something like that, just to change the mood about it. Because you're this isn't caffeinated and unfiltered. So I mean, are you high strung? If something doesn't exactly go the way you'd like it to go, does it sort of go, make you go wonky? Because there's an opportunity for you, it feels like, for you to learn the power of to learn your power and to understand what that feels like in the world. And you are special. There's nobody else like you in the world. And what you bring is is beautiful. There's an encouragement to start to feel all of the feels, because there's an opportunity for you to practice in what you're practicing and your high strung intense. There was talking about dancing earlier. Start dancing, put on some music. There is a need for you to allow your emotions to wash over you. And when you put fire and water together, you get steam, and steam in the right amount. You can get a lot of stuff done with steam. So, don't allow your fire to burn too hotly. Don't allow your emotions to squelch your enthusiasm. But there's a balance here. There's very much a give and take. It says, like, so May, the inspiration is start noticing what it is that lifts your spirits and what it is that doesn't lift your spirits, and find that balance. And by the way, it's called a dance. We're going, dance.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it is a dance, and going with the flow. That's another thing about dance, is allowing the rhythm to take you, and moving.
Because the rhythm's going to get you. Is that the song? Is that Gloria Stefan, something like that?
Yeah.
So
I think so. I remember it anyway.
Yeah, I'm hearing it in my ears right now. And Aaron, by the way, if you're high strung, there's not a problem with that. Just know it. Know that that's what it is, and then you can actually. I feel like I'm shouting. Understand that that's how you are, and honor that, and then that way you control it instead of it controlling you.
Yeah.
How's that for some May inspiration?
Yeah. Be silly. Let yourself be silly and have fun, because that'll help. And trust that it will work out. Trust that you have the backup, the spiritual backup that you need, that you want.
Yeah.
I hope that helps, Aaron.
Thanks, Aaron.
Relax, have fun. Enjoy May.
It's May, the lusty month of May. Well, I'm not, we're all adults here, so.
Yeah, it's a polite word. Okay, and now Addie, sweet Addie, who has waited so patiently. May I have a message from the Akashic Masters? Okay, so another person wants May inspiration. Woo!
Okay, and Aaron says, I don't know how to be silly, but fantastic messages both. If you don't know how to be silly, then the sky's the limit.
Yeah, that's perfect. Even better.
That's perfect.
That's even better. That's awesome.
And by the way, Aaron, you may be a little bit too hard on yourself. You probably do have a sense of humor. Sometimes you don't slow down enough to actually to register. So.
Did you hear what you just said? You probably do have a sense of humor. Sorry, that was
Aaron.
hilarious.
You do have a sense of humor.
Oh, the fire alarm. There is no fire. It's just that I forgot this is the first Thursday of the month.
Do you want to mute yourself? Oh, there you go. Well, that's a pretty clear message. Okay, so the fire alarms have gone off. Linda was laughing and giggling and going, and she pointed out that, you probably have a sense of humor. Oh, good Lord, Gerald. So anyhow. So, Addie, may I have a message from Akashic Records, Masters?
The alarm's going to go off for, I think it's 3 minutes.
All right, I can go if you want to mute.
Can you do 3 minutes, and I'll jump in after it's done?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
So, everybody, thank you. Welcome to the channel takeover. My name is TarotStache, currently taking over for Linda Day Gonzalez.
Oh no, it didn't go 3 minutes, or else the 3 minutes was a lot
okay.
faster than I thought, and we had a time warp or something. I don't know, but okay, you go ahead.
So, Addie, there's a lot of a lot of people for May are feeling a sense of it's sort of like, it helps if you do this in English, okay? So, Addie, do you speak another language? Because I don't know what they're speaking at me right now. The Okay, they are showing me a box of crayons, Addie, and they're actually saying you get to pick which color you want to to use. And when you're done with that color, you can put it back and pick another one. That's okay. I think what the message is here for you, Addie, is you have access to a lot of beautiful things. And so remember that you have access to these things. And just because you started with the color blue doesn't mean that you have to color everything blue. You can change that color. So the Akashic Masters are going, you have a lot of different things that you're good at and that you are able to access. Addie, remember that you can pick and choose and move through. You can go, well, today I'm picking the color yellow. And then at lunchtime you go, you know what, I'm done with yellow. I'm going with black. Great. So so this is very much the sense of a feeling that I have that, okay, you speak Spanish. And so there's this sense of beauty, and it's remember the variety. The message for May is understand you have variety and to do various things, because that's going to help inspire you. It's also going to connect you. So does Addie, do you do any Akashic record work or anything like that? Addie, do you do any form of divination? Because I'm seeing there might be a possibility to try something new, see what happens. So, and I just see, I keep seeing Linda do this. I can just hear her, Gerald. Is the alarm still going on? You're muted. Okay. Do you want me to do the voiceover? I can do the voiceover because you're muted right now.
I'm muted because Wanda was screaming.
Oh.
The fire alarm is over, and it's I guess it only lasted 2 minutes, and that was it. Yay, me. But as soon as it was over, Wanda was screaming, flew off and was screaming. Anyway, her protests. What I'm getting for you, Addie, is experiment and learn what works and what doesn't for you. Go with, try a bunch of different things and see what works for you.
Mm-hmm. And Addie just shared, no, learning how to use the tarot cards, and I use the pendulum.
Okay. Yeah. And keep, they're showing me like a buffet of things that you can try, that you can go to. It's not just tarot cards. You can try oracle cards. You can Val's next Akashic readings class starts May the 11th. You can try that.
That's why I got the box of crayons, because it's like a smorgasbord.
Yeah, yeah, just all different kinds of.
Of
Yeah,
course, I have crayons
of
behind
course
me.
you do.
Sorry.
Okay, that's hilarious. Oh, so yeah, so Addie, your inspiration for May is experiment, learn new things, try new things, explore, and see what sticks. Like throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks. Sometimes they're funny. And yeah,
Yes.
throw stuff at the wall, see what sticks. Try it all. Try everything. Try Reiki. Try
Yes.
just, yeah.
Well, and remember, just try it at least twice, just to make sure that you don't like it.
Yeah.
But I'm also I'm the kind of stubborn person who I'm like, well, I don't know why I don't like it, so I need to figure out why I don't like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. And
Because
sometimes it's just not a good fit, Addie. We all know that, like with stuff that I've tried, there's some things that are easier for me to do.
Yeah.
Channeling and Akashic Records readings are easier for me than mediumship, for example.
Mm-hmm.
I can do mediumship. It's just not as easy, not as much fun, not as, well, I don't know about fun, but it's different. And so try everything and just see what happens, Addie. I hope that helps.
Mm-hmm.
And now let me
Thanks for the
find.
question.
Yeah, it's a good question, actually.
Yeah, I hadn't
All of
actually
those.
had them show. Yeah, all of them are good questions. I just haven't had any, this is an interesting one where they're showing me a box of crayons. That's
Yeah.
never happened to me before. So,
And I got, a smorgasbord, a buffet.
mm-hmm.
Okay, Garnet, my friend, I hope you're still here. But even if you're not, you can show up later and watch it. Where does my true path lay?
Do you know Garnet's guides well enough to know if they Garnet, are sometimes your guides a bit snarky, or is it just that they're talking
Yeah.
with me?
No, I think they're snarky.
Question: where does my true path lay? Right in front of you. Start walking.
They're British, okay. Or, well, not British, but they have that British sense of very, very dry humor.
Yes.
Yeah.
And since do the Monty Python, the Ministry of Silly Walks.
Yeah.
Go for it. But
yeah.
Garnet is like, ha. But
so I'm getting the same thing as Gerald is. Your path is right in front of you. You are walking it. Why are you even asking us this question? Again, so here's an inspiration for May. Listen to your heart. Do the right thing. And ask for guidance on what is, like, in different situation, what is the right thing to do that for the best, for the the most benevolent outcome for all concerned. And ask for guidance on that when you're unsure of yourself. But honestly, you're on the path. Your true path is what's in front of you. That's true for everybody, Garnet. We're all, if we're alive humans, we are all walking the path. Our true paths are the paths we're walking. We have choices. We have free will. That's part of our true path.
Yeah.
We get to choose. Whether we choose one or the other, the choice is part of our path. And the choice we make becomes our path. Do you follow me? Whatever your choice is part of your path. You may change your mind later on and then try to go back and do something different. And again, that's part of your path. This is not like there isn't like one highway that you have to stick to that will that's the only way you can get to where you're going. That's just, I can't say the word. I mean, I could, but it'd be rude. That's not true. That's just patently false. The thing about paths and our trajectories through life is we all go through a bunch of branches and choices and go round and round, and maybe we go up a little and maybe we go down a little and maybe we spiral a little bit. You know, like 3 years ago, I would never have believed anybody who told me that I would be on YouTube doing this. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Not that my path 3 years ago, there was anything wrong with it. There was nothing wrong with it. I was on my path.
Yes.
Which eventually led me here.
Yes.
Same as you, Garnet. Your path, whatever it's been, has eventually led you here to now. So don't sweat. Are you on the right path? You're alive. Of course you're on the right path. You get to choose. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I'm getting some of the Akashic Records masters are going, Gerald, remind Garnet that that Garnet, if you don't have confidence in your spiritual path, it's okay. Just have confidence in yourself to take a single step into where your inspiration is. Because if you're not sure if it's the right one, then you know, that's a bit of a, they're talking really fast, or they're showing me lots of things. Just know that one, have the confidence just to take a single step is what I'm hearing. You're encouraged to take a single step, even if it's a little wobbly. Just keep the movement going.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Garnet, 100% confirmation from me, from my guides for that. Take one step.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck to you, Garnet.
Yeah.
I hope that helps. Yep. I hope that encourages you to follow inspiration. Wow. Well,
I totally want to put a sign out in front of my house that says, this portion of the sidewalk is sponsored by the Ministry of Silly Walks, and to see how many people were to do the silly walk.
I would totally. I would totally.
Yep.
Yeah. Monty Python, my hero. I had this gigantic crush on John Cleese. I don't care if he's 85 years old. He's hot to me.
No judgment on my part. I mean, of course. Intelligent, sexy, can make
funny,
you laugh.
Funny. Yeah. Oh my God. Totally.
Yep.
Next person is Imelda. Hi, Imelda. I'm so glad you're here. You always bring so much to the chat. Not sure what to ask. Surprise me. Oh, we're not going to surprise you. You know what we're going to tell you. We're going to give you inspiration for May. There
you are. By Linda Day Gonzalez and TarotStache.
TarotStache? Linda. Okay. Yeah, let's do the month of May, she says. We can't do the silly walks on screen, so we're just going to do the silly, Well, I'm going to do this. He's going to do the fan. Okay. What inspiration do you have for Imelda for this month? Get out and enjoy. Get out and enjoy the beauty around you. Lighten up. and let go. Let go. I don't know of what. They're not telling me. They're just saying let go. They're inspiring you to let go. And I don't know, maybe chores or work or something, and to spend more time outside. They're very specific about this outside, Imelda. Very specific about going outside and being in beauty and growing things. Not that you have to grow things, but be amongst growing things. But actually, it would probably be a good idea if you had the space to have a garden, because they're just like showing you surrounded by burgeoning buds and things. So maybe that's what that means, is that you should like grow something. Nothing big other than lighten up, find joy and beauty.
Imelda said, I started working in my garden. Loves the animals
Aww.
out there, birds, insects, bunnies.
Good. Then spend more time in your garden and enjoy the time that you have there, because that's where inspiration will find you, and that's where or where you'll find inspiration, whatever. But that's the inspiration for May, is to be amongst the growing things.
And part of what I'm getting is for Imelda is some of the stuff that you've been carrying with you and you've been bringing along with you, it's almost done. You don't have to worry about it much longer, and to where you actually you have the strength to be able to do what you need to do. You have the ability for perseverance, but understand that there is going to honor yourself and to take a little bit of time by yourself, so that you can actually so that after the hard work that you've been doing, be willing to spend a little bit of time by yourself so that you can recharge. So that's what I have for you, Imelda.
I hope that helps, Imelda.
Yeah.
Lisa Niedermeyer just said she didn't realize there was a theme with these readings. There wasn't. I mean, well, we didn't really intend, sort of, I guess, did we?
Yeah, no. I mean, it sort of happened that way.
Yeah.
And Imelda said, will do, thanks. Yes, it's almost done. My therapist has given me the tools I need. Right on. Excellent. Beautiful.
Awesome.
Beautiful.
So happy to hear that
Yeah.
someone is actually going to therapy, because we talk a lot about the spirit and what you need, but sometimes what we need is just tools to help us cope and to help us grow. Yeah. It's not just learning how to use the tarot cards, and it's not just how to get like what crystals to have or anything. Sometimes it's just learning how to deal with conflict. Mm-hmm. Learning how to stick up for yourself, learning how to set boundaries. Yeah, it does make a huge difference, Imelda. Yep. So proud of you. Mm-hmm. Okay, next is Lisa. Did I have a past life in the 1700s, and what occupation? Okay. Oh, maybe that first comment you made was just because you wanted to change your question. Is that what it is? Because honestly, I mean, this is a perfectly good question. You don't have to go with the theme. We didn't have a theme. It just happened. Let me see. Past life in the 1700s. Yeah. I see a life starting in like the late 1600s and dying in the 1700s, and it's in Europe, and it's stone buildings, rainy. Pretty sure it's France, northern France.
Like a mason of some kind?
I'm right now, I'm just sort of surveying the area. Yeah, she's got to. She's. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're making stone buildings.
Hmm.
You work with a whole crew of people, and I see you. Um, this is a really nice manor house somewhere. You don't actually live in a house that nice, of course.
Yeah.
Welcome to the working class, but you help build these. You eventually work your way up. Um, I don't think you ever. I think you actually refused to become a master mason.
Hmm.
And because you think they're weird and you're not sure about some of the stuff they get up to, and you're kind of worried that it's like um, witchcraft.
What is the
Or,
GHE? Do you
huh?
know? What is GHE? Life in the GHE?
In the no, that's just the. It's
In
a
the
typo.
1700s. Okay. Because I'm like, and I keep looking at that. I'm looking, I don't know where that is. Okay.
No, it's not a place.
Yeah.
It's a typo.
Oh, well, everything is much clearer now. Because I'm
Good.
like, and yes, you worked as a stonemason. You worked with you were one of the crew that would come in and follow the instructions.
Yeah.
You were a good worker. You were comfortable as a worker. You liked the crew, and so I mean, I feel like I'm shouting. So yeah, it's
You're
very
not.
much it's like no, I mean yes, you did in the 1700s, stonemason working with in the mud, making bricks, something like that, and moving stones. You were happy with that. You were comfortable. You weren't wealthy, but you weren't starving.
Yeah.
So it was consistent work for you.
Yeah. 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 A stonemason in northern France in the 1700s.
There you
There
go.
you go, Lisa. I hope that answer. Well, it did answer your question. Thanks, Gerald.
I would be very curious as if Lisa, if you did some exploration of buildings built in the 1700s, if there's any of those buildings that you see that you feel an attachment to, maybe you worked on them in that past life.
I don't get the impression of any cathedrals. I get the impression it was mostly houses
Okay.
in the area. It was mostly like seigneurial houses. I don't know if they use that word in France anymore, but um, there's an expression maison de maître, which is the house of the master or master's house,
Hmm.
which is like a landowner's house,
Hmm.
not necessary, or a land like a steward or an overseer or something like
Okay.
that.
Yeah,
Um, and there's a bunch of them in villages in northern France.
that's cool.
Some of them, can be bought for very little money. Um,
Yes, but you have to live in France. Well, you don't have to live in France, but it helps.
well, anyway, that was our last question, Gerald.
I am not streaming, Emilda, not streaming to my channel. You might see this show up a little bit later.
Like when he goes on holidays and he needs content.
There you go. But because I do think these are really great messages for, general messages for a lot of people. I think it's really amazing. So,
It astonishes me how much of what we get doesn't just apply to the individual who's asking the question.
yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
so I strongly encourage people to stick around, because you never know what little gem you're going to get just from someone else's question.
You got it.
I really, really hope I'm so grateful you all showed up. Hi, Moon Scarab.
Hi,
Ramon's
Ramon.
here. You're too late.
Aw.
Questions are closed, Ramon. I'm sorry. We're just about to do the healing and clearing the Akashic.
Mhm.
Ask the Akashic Records Masters for healing and clearing, and then closing out the records for everyone. Oh, oh my goodness! Look at this! Look at this message from Lisa.
Yep.
I'm I'm going to put this up because this is so cool. She lives in a former bank, and the bricks have carvings of anvils.
There you go.
I don't know. I think that's very, very cool. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean that. But hi, Ramon, anyway. Okay, so let's start with the clearing. Let's all take 3. I'm going to try this. Diana does this. Diana Bowles, and I want to try it. This is an experiment with you guys, okay? So we'll all take 3 deep breaths. Take a deep breath and hold it at the top for a couple of beats, and then let it go through your mouth. So in through your nose. Hold it out through your mouth. And again. Last time. Hold it. I call on the Akashic Records Masters. I call on Archangels Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel to assist us in clearing and healing our bodies and souls, to clear our timelines, past, present, and future, to clear every cell of our bodies, to bring healing light to each of us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now I'm going to close the records. I would like to close by thanking the light for the truth. I would like to close by thanking the light for the healing energy. And I would like to close by thanking the light for the guidance and compassion towards our soul's purpose. And with this, we lock the record of this group and those who will watch in the future. The records are now closed.
That
Thank
was
you
great.
all. Thank you all so much.
Yes.
Thank you, Gerald. This is always so much fun to be with you. Honestly, this is
Thank
a
you.
highlight. Oh, Gerald's going to be back, by the way, boys and girls, ladies and germs. I have the 16th of May in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So in 2 weeks, Gerald will be back. And next week I'll be here all by my lonesome, unless I can find somebody else to come and share the space.
Oh.
I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I hope you have a wonderful week until we see you again.
Mhm.
Thank you all so much for coming. I love you all so much. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Yeah, all those things. And we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.